Sir, music lang po.
Music lang. Maririnig kaya if
Narinig na po, sir.
naririnig na.
Opo.
Ako ang naririnig. Tama ba?
Opo. Pati din po ako. Sir.
Okay.
Opo.
Kakat ko na lang yung mga unnecessary. Okay. So everyone is done answering your attendance. So again, good morning everyone and welcome to the continuation of our discussion in quality service management in tourism and hospitality industry. Tourism and management quality service in tourism industry. Tama ba? Yes. Tourism and hospitality. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to continue our discussion. Group what? Group 1? Tama ba?
Opo, sir. Group 1 po.
Changing economic forces. Okay. Miss Ipat, ikaw ba ang mag-start ng ating report?
Hindi po, sir. Sino ba dito? Wait po.
Ako po, sir.
Ayun po, si Kyla.
So, Miss Bago, please take it away. Thank you.
Sige po. Good morning, everyone. So, the continuation of the report is in changing economic forces. So, changing economic forces, many environmental factors already covered have an economic aspect. Economic is such an important issue. However, that it deserves special discussion. The organization must consider the effects of governmental economic policies on its suppliers of capital, the ability of its customers to buy the service, its own cost structure, and direct and indirect competitors' ability to compete. Next slide. Organizations in the hospitality industry must also consider, besides the influences from the financial environment, numerous other economic factors in the strategic planning process. For example, one important consideration is the future. So, economic forces. Yung economic forces po kasi, ito yung nag-i-influence sa organization, change management strategy by either presenting opportunities or challenges in the form of economic uncertainties or growing competitive pressure. So, for example po dito, yung consumer ay yung income niya ay nag-increase. So, generally, spending is also likely to increase. So, most hospitality organizations are more sensitive to variations in general economic health than organizations making and selling necessities. When the economy is in downward cycle, so too is the travel and tourism industry. People must buy groceries and clothing. They don't have to take vacations, go to meetings and conferences, or go out to eat. Next, June slide 104.
Saan ka na?
104.
Saan banda yun?
Yan. So, next is changing competitors. An organization has existing competitors, potential competitors, and indirect competitors that offer customers a substitute or alternative service. These competitors can be local, national, or even international. Next. Existing competitors have an established position in your market niche. If you are a small corner restaurant, your competitors are all those other restaurants in the same market. So, yung existing competitors, kaparehas mo lang din ng product na binebenta or services na ginagawa. So potential competitors are those who are likely to enter your market area. The sign may be up, the building began, and the buy one get one free coupons distributed to mark the existence of a potential competitor to your restaurant. The alternative or substitute providers include anyone who sells food. So, etong potential competitors, ito yung may mga possible na competitors na kapag yung mga binebenta nila or meron silang sale, kunwari buy one take one, ganun.
Tapos na Kai?
Tapos
The changing in other relevant groups. In addition to the various factors and group, we have already discussed several others group in the organizations. External environmental must be included in any environment forecast. The supplier of resources and raw materials, capital, and labor. So dito, discuss lang po natin yung supply of resources and raw materials, capital, and labor. First is resource suppliers. When Red Lobster add a new seafood item to its menu, it must first check to be sure that demand for doesn't exhaust the word supply of that item, because Red Lobster has so many restaurants, adding or removing a menu item can have a major impact on the supply of the product. If a certain type of shrimp now retail for $9.99 per pound, how much will the price change if Red Lobster buy buy up half of the world's supply year next year? Obviously, the planning process need to take such supply related issue into consideration. So dito, halimbawa mayroong isang restaurant, tapos gusto niya magdagdag ng isang item sa menu niya. Halimbawa, magdagdag siya ng item is yung idadagdag yung item is yung shrimp, yung seafoods. So, siyempre bago niya idagdag yung shrimp sa menu niya, kailangan niya munang kailangan niya munang siguraduhin na hindi na uubos yung supply ng shrimp sa mga supplier, kasi ang pagdadagdag o ang pag-alis ng item sa menu mo is pwedeng magkaroon ng malaking impact sa supplier ng products. The next is capital supplier. A second major interested group is the supplier of the capital. As the capital market has become more global, and the ability of electronic transfer makes movement of capital easier and quicker. The organization may need to spend more time forecasting the availability of capital for its business and industry. If capital availability is driven by the next quarter's financial report, the impact of the organization's decision making and planning horizon will be considerable. If Will Street demands a certain short-run return on investment, finding the extra resources to develop a new service or to take a chance on a new concept or location may be difficult. The airline industry undergoes a periodic devaluation of its stock price as the capital market expresses opinion about the industry overcapacity problem and how much it will cost to fix them. No matter how good strategy an organization has, if it can convince the capital market, or the capital market is unwilling to take the risk, the strategy may be worthless. So example nga po dito, may isang grupo na isang grupo ng mga technician. Halimbawa, gusto nilang gumawa ng technology na para pangpabilis na technology na kaya pabilisin yung gawain mo sa factory. Siyempre kailangan mo na lang idaan dito sa capital market kasi kailangan mo lang i-approve ng capital market yun kasi pag hindi yun na-approve, yung strategy mo ay pwedeng mawalan silbi o worthless yan po. So ito po yung restaurant sa United States and Canada na may red lobster. Next is the labor supplier.
Okay, so
Ay,
before tayo mag-proceed sa ating discussion, so naiintindihan ko po yung dinidiscuss natin is all about this is just the continuation of the previous topic na ng ating mga reporters. Okay? So, we are considering what the future may hold. So, we are discussing these things, the changing in demographics. Okay? So, um, yung population ba ay lumalaki? So, obviously, lumalaki yung population ng mundo. Okay? Hindi naman yan declining even if this pandemic, okay, may maraming namamatay because of pandemic, but meron pa rin mga sinisila na bagong tao, okay, so relatively or in um, bigger picture, um, our population is still growing, okay. So, kino-consider natin yung mga factors na to para tingnan kung ano ba yung nangyayari sa ating industry. Alright? So, isa na rin dyan ang changing in technology. Okay, so kung napansin ninyo, or kung hindi nyo man mapansin, okay, discuss na rin natin that yung technology ngayon is siya yung booming. Ibig sabihin siya yung mas well, syempre aside from the medicine, okay? So technology, isa ang technology sa tumutulong sa atin to stay connected, okay, para magawa natin yung mga online classes natin. Okay? So kailangan din natin i-consider yung changing in technology. Alright? So another is the changing social expectation. So since we have this kind of pandemic, okay? So yung expectations of each and every people, every customer ay nagbabago. Okay? And so nandito na tayo, we are continuing the changing in economic forces. Okay? So, ano ba yung standing ng ekonomiya of one country to another? Okay? And also the changing competitors. So, yung competitors ba natin locally or regionally, okay, or even banggit ng reporter kanina is that internationally ay nagbabago din ba? So kailangan natin sumabay sa competition. Hindi porke na ito lang yung ginagawa natin. Okay? We also have to check our competitors. Competitors is the same products or services na binibigay ng ating establishment. Okay? So, and then kay Mr. Cañezo ay ang changes in other relevant groups such as resource suppliers. Ayan. So, nabanggit niya if ano yung example niya? If a new seafood item to its menu, it must be first checked to be sure that the demand for it doesn't exhaust the world supply of that item. So, ibig sabihin yan, since itong example ni Mr. Cañezo ay ang red lobster from the United States and America. So, the organization or the establishment, the organization or the establishment should check if if wait one moment. Nawala yung aking one moment please ha. So we have to check if the supply of the we have to check if the supply of this particular product is sustainable or meron pa rin. Okay? And lastly is the capital supplier. Okay, so sa second major interest group is the supplier F capital. Okay? Sabi, as the capital market has become more global and availability of electronic transfers makes movement of capital easier and quicker. The organization may need to spend more time forecasting or the availability of capital for its business uh, and the industry. Okay, so kaya bang yung capital ng supplier ba is kaya sustain yung supply na binibigay niya dun sa Red Labs. Okay? Naintindihan po? Any question from the class? Any question po? No question at all? Sure? No question at all? Sure? Okay. So let's proceed. Mr. Conyeso.
The labor supplier. A third supplier of a crucial resources is the labor market. It is so important that we devote a chapter 5 on staffing to it. So yung labor market is surprises.
Okay, so sa labor supply, so sorry, kinat na kita kanina. Ayan, hindi natin na discuss din. Labor supply, syempre kailangan din natin alamin if there are people willing to work for you or for your establishment. So that is the labor supply. Okay? So, yung labor supply, i-discuss pa natin siya more on the chapter 5 on staffing. Okay? Sige. Mr. Kenyeso, please proceed. Thank you.
The final external issue to address in this long look around at the environment is to potential for surprise. While one cannot often predict real estate or financial market crashes, terrorist attack, war, volcanic eruption, earthquakes, tsunamis, or other natural disasters, truthful planners consider these possibilities. Preparing for such event means having a plan to deal with the immediately consequences such as on the day of the disaster and the longer term implication. So um, dito lang naman is abang hindi nila ma-predict yung mga pwedeng dumating na sakuna, parang nagkakaroon sila ng plano kung paano na harapin yung darating na sakuna kung sakaling darating man yun para handa rin sila kung sakaling mang dumating yung sakuna na yun. Although the specific event cannot be predicted, the better companies are will prepared when some sort of disaster occurs. This involves having a plan for where guests will go or stay, what to do with food in the refrigerator without power or knowing as for longer term implication. Hospitality organizations should consider how surprises can affect overall demand for their service product. Dito um yung mga empleyado sa company parang pinag-ano lang nila, pinaghanda lang nila ng ano ng pinaghanda nila, pinag-prepared nila para kung sakaling may dumating na sakuna sa kanilang lugar, handa sila sa mangyari at saka yung mga kung sakaling may maipit na mga guest, maipit na mga guest, alam nila kung saan nila dadalhin, kung saan nila kung saan nila dadalhin na para maging ligtas at 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 ano at yung mga ano nila at yung at kung paano din nila matipid yung mga pagkain na naka nakalagay sa refrigerator kasi hindi nila alam kung gaano magtatagal yung isang sako na. So next po, next reporter po.
Ako po. Sipat. The impact of change on strategic premises. All the changes described above will have varying effects on the organization, but not all factors are equal in either their impact on the organization or in terms of our ability to forecast them fully. Next po. Some are predictable and simple, such as the estimated number of teenagers available for work in 10 years, since they have all been born already. Predicting the number available in 10 years is a straightforward calculation. Some other factors are simple but unpredictable. Next po. As was true or simple future elements, complex future elements are either predictable or unpredictable once a certain number of people are in a destination market. A relatively predictable percentage will come to any given tourist attraction on any given day. Next po. The complex and unpredictable outcomes are, of course, the hardest or forecast. An example would be changes in technology. In technology develops to the point that the experience of going to a major. Next po. Attraction or a conference can be duplicated through virtual reality, then people won't have to go through the trouble and expense of coming to the site of the attraction or conference to rent cars, stay in hotels, and buy admission. So yung the impact of damage on strategic premises is ito yung epekto ng pagbabago-bago ng mga strategic premises is mababago nila yung or maapektuhan yung mababago nila yung samahan ng isang organization, pero hindi lahat is parang maapektuhan ganun. Yun nga, yung some are predictable and simple, such as the estimated number ng mga teenager na pwedeng magtrabaho ng 10 taon. Okay, next reporter po. Yung list.
Strategic premises. The hospitality organization draws conclusion about the future of its industry and market from its environmental assessment, and then uses this information to make assumption called strategic premises on which its service strategy is based. So yung hospitality organization daw po ay kumukuha or gumagawa ng ng judgments tungkol sa future na patungkol sa industry and market nila. And they uses these infos para makubuo rin ng assumption. And kilala ang pamamaraan na ito bilang strategic premises na sumusuporta sa service plan nila. Next po. Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy's, told how his environmental assessment led to certain premises on which Wendy's corporate strategy was based. When creating his new restaurant in 1969, he identified 5 trends he thought offered him a market opportunity that he had the competence to meet. Next po. So yung first...
So we're going to discuss the strategic premises na ginamit ni Dave Thomas to establish or to make Wendy's restaurant successful. Okay? So, yes, please, Miss Rondolo. Tama ba? Si Miss Rondolo nag-report.
Apa.
Yes, please.
Yung first po is people wanted choices. They were tired of living in a prepackaged world. They wanted some influence over the products they were buying in the marketplace, and they wanted something new. So, lahat naman siguro po tayo ayaw na natin ng mga bagay na paulit-ulit, and people wanted new choices na mapapasabi sila na they wanted to acquire this product or service. Next po.
Okay, so dun sa number 1, sino sa inyo na ang nakapunta or nakatry na ng mga food ni Wendy's? Or are you familiar with the Wendy's restaurant? Are you familiar? Anyone
Yes.
from the class? Na-try mo na, Miss Lopez?
Hindi pa po, pero alam ko lang po yung Wendy's
Yung alam mo lang
restaurant.
yung restaurant. Okay.
Yes po.
So sino sa klase natin ang nakapag-try na? Meron ba? Wala, I suppose. Okay, sige. So, the number 1 is people wanted choices. So, I've tried it once and they really have a lot of variation. Okay? Yung choices ng food nila from burger to pasta. Well, syempre matagal na since the last time I visited Wendy's. But yung variation ng food nila, they don't just stick to one burger. Marami silang variation ng burgers. Okay, from chicken, beef, okay, and a lot of variation when it comes to its dressing, to yung iba may lettuce, may cucumber, or yung iba naman wala. Okay, so one of the strategic premises na ginawa ni Wendy's is that he make choices for his or their customers. Okay? Next, number 2.
Next po. People were fed up with poor quality. He saw a big interest in things that were fresh and natural. So, who would be satisfied with poor quality service or products? And kapag yung poor din yung quality na binigay natin sa mga customers natin, pangit din yung feedback na ibibigay nito sa business natin. Number 3, people were trying to adjust to a newer, more complicated way of life. Older people were looking for relief from the many social and political changes. So dapat kung ano man yung service na may offer natin, dapat po both older and younger generation ay makakapag-adjust or makaka-relate. Next po. Occurring during 1980s and young people were looking for changes that they could handle. Thomas notes, in a funny way, the old-fashioned decor and the Tiffany lamps provided a novelty for the young adults and nostalgia for the older generation at the same time. Next po. Number 4, people were on the move. So kailangan handa tayo na na i-handle yung itong restless mobility na ito. Number 5, people were ready for an upscale hamburger place. He felt that many people had grown up loving hamburgers but were not satisfied with the product generally available at fast food outlets. So, nakita po ni Dave Thomas na yung marami po na tao na handang bumili or mag-acquire ng hamburger. So, ginamit niya yung na yun, yung opportunity na yun para gawin sa business niya. Next po.
Okay, so to wrap it up, yan, yung 5 strategic premises na ginamit ni Dave Thomas are people wanted choices na diniscuss natin kanina. Number 2, people were fed up with poor quality. Kasi kung well, most especially in America, okay, basta yung some restaurants basta makapagbenta na lang ng food, okay na yan. But si Dave Thomas, inisip niya na bakit hindi natin gawing mataas yung or maganda yung quality ng binebenta natin. Okay? More fresher and natural food na ino-offer. That's why siguro yung mga food ni Wendy's, just like I can't remember if when or where I heard it, that sinabi that the food in fast food chains should be like Wendy's restaurants. Why? Because yung quality ng food, hindi lang siya basta may ang burger may protein, etc. ganyan. Sa kanila, talagang high quality when it comes to the product development na ginagawa nila. Kasi it's more healthier, fresher. Okay? Kaya mas marami, meron silang salad na binebenta doon. Okay? Number 3, people were trying to adjust to a newer, more complicated way of life. Okay, hindi na sila basta-basta na ang mga tao nag-a-adjust. Well, tayo, marunong tayong mag-adjust at kahit man gaano kakomplikado ang buhay natin, most especially today, okay, kaya nating mag-adjust. Unti-unti tayo nag-a-adjust. And so, nakita yun ni Dave Thomas na kayang or ang mga tao ay gusto nila ng bago and kaya nila mag-adjust to that more complicated way of life. Number 4, people were on the move. Ayan. So, during his time, no, yung mga business people ay ang tawag doon, they're on the move. Kumbaga, they're so busy. And so, tinake yun ni Dave Thomas na ma-capture niya yung market, yung mga business people. And then number 5, people were ready for an upscale hamburger place. Yan, tulad niya ng sinabi ko sa inyo, si Dave Thomas, hindi lang siya basta hamburger, may tinapay, may patty, may dressing, and that's it. Okay? Nilagyan niya yun ng maraming variation. Alright? Ms. Rondolo, please.
Next po na slide. Tom, if you're going to bet your bankroll on a business concept, you had better be able to understand those forces. If you can't describe them, you had better feel them so clearly in your gut that you know you're right. So, kapag ano daw po, pumasok kayo sa isang business, dapat naiintindihan niyo yung forces na, yung 5 forces na binigay ni Dave Thomas para and kung hindi niyo naman daw po ma-describe is better na mas better na ramdamin niyo ito. Tas next po. Assessing the organization itself, the internal audit. On the right side of our planning model shown in figure 2.1, opposite the long look around is internal assessment or internal audit, the searching look within. So, sa internal audit po, hindi daw po makakabuo ng isang plano ang isang hospitality organization kung hindi nila alam yung kanilang strengths or weaknesses. Next po. Next. Next po. Core competencies. The definition given by management strategists Hamel and Prehalad is helpful. An organization's core competencies is the bundles of skills and technologies that gives the organization an important difference in next po. Providing customer benefits and perceived value. First core competence is the ability to make cars. The core competence of the Marriott is the ability to manage excellent lodging facilities. Southwest core competence, next po. To have efficient operation while maintaining superior customer service. Knowing its areas of competence will enable an organization to make a key strategic decision. What shall we not do? So core competencies po daw ay ang core competencies daw po ay isang organization. Ang core competence daw ng isang organization ay ang mga kakayanan at mga teknolohiya na nakakapagbigay ng kakaibang service or benefits sa customers. Kung alam ng isang organization ng kanilang areas of competence ay maaari silang makabuo ng isang magandang strategic decision. And yung core competencies po is simply a field where a company excels. Next po. If a company has proven it has the ability and technology to combine the merchandising of consumers' good, entertainment, and an eating experience in a striking setting, then it can do what Rainforest Cafe and most other themed restaurants have done. Next po. Seek to expand the variety of consumers' goods and it sells alongside its restaurant's operation. In contrast, while Darden's core competencies have to deal with its supply chain restaurants operation. So, yun po sa core competencies daw po dapat isik natin dapat mag-expand tayo ng varieties of consumers goods and ayun po. Tas next po. It does not have core competencies in the area of information technology. As a result, Darden outsourced its IT system maintenance because it decided that IT was not part of its core competence and it did not believe that pursuing IT should be its mission. So yung ginawa po ni Darden is yung wala po siyang hindi po kasama sa core competence niya yung IT. So nag-outsource po siya para yun po yung mag-handle nung pagdating dun po sa IT operation. So So yung outsourcing po is yung you would hire a party outside your company to perform services or create goods that were traditionally performed in-house by companies' own employees and staff. Next po. Internal asset. An internal audit includes an assessment of all organization internal assets. Each organization has a reputation, a pool of human capital, its employees, managerial capabilities, next po, material resources, and competitive advantages based on its technology. It also possesses patents, brand names, copyright, and customers' loyalty, all of which help define its core competencies. So, yung internal assets po is yun yung personal skills, commitments, and value na kailangan nila to make good choices, take responsibility for their own lives and independent fulfilled. Thus, sa internal assets po, it contains economic value and or future benefits. Next po. The Ritz-Carlton, for example, is generally considered to be one of the world's most able lodging organization. It knows what it should do to sustain its core competence of providing service excellence in lodging field. Next po. Likewise, Darden restaurants understand that one role of planning based on a knowledge of core competencies to seek business areas that the organization should be in and avoid or exit those it should not. Next po. When a company perceives it has reached a critical point in penetrating a market segment, it seeks new segments to satisfy customer or new ways to expand its reach or penetration of its current market segment. So, kapag yung company daw po is na-reach na nila yung critical point ng kanilang market segment is kailangan mag-seek sila ng bagong segment para ma-satisfy yung mga customers nila or kailangan nila gumawa ng bagong paraan para mag-expand. Next po. Alternatively, Marriott provides an example of an organization that reached a critical point in its airline catering and restaurant business, which it had operated successfully for 60 years. Next po. So ito po. Marriott International offers a number of hospitality products, all strongly tied into the overall and highly recognizable Marriott brand. So, yung Marriott daw po, since na-reach na nila yung critical point ng market segment nila, is nag-expand siya para masatisfy yung mga customers nila. Ayun po, makikita natin sa picture na yung mga business na ng Marriott. Next po. Vision and mission statements. Figure 2.1 shows that a vision statement and mission statement are key parts of the hospitality planning process. Most organizations spend a great deal of time trying to articulate this concept. Next po. The reason is clear. If you don't know what you want to do, how can you decide how to do it? Most companies wind up writing mission and vision statement and other statements such as credos, beliefs, and values, but not all need to. Next po. Often smaller organizations have leaders who know what they are doing and where they are heading without writing it down. Vision and mission statements vary from the simple to complex, but in general, the simpler the better. Next po. The vision statement. A vision statement articulates what the organization hopes to look like and be like in the future. Rather than presenting specific principles, goals, and objectives, the vision presents hope and dreams. Next po. It creates a picture towards which organization aspires. It provides inspiration for the journey ahead. It depicts what the organization hopes to become, not what the organization need to do to get there. The vision statement is used to unite and inspire employees to achieve. So sa vision statement po, it expresses how organization wishes to appear and function in the future. And it also depicts what the organization aspires to be rather than what it already is. Next po. The common ideal and to define for external stakeholder what the organization is all about. For example, McDonald's vision is to be the world's best quick service restaurant experience. Next. Being the best means providing outstanding quality service, cleanliness, and value so that we make every customers in every restaurant smile. So yun daw po yung yung vision statement ng McDonald's is makapag-provide ng best quality service and para makita nila yung best smile ng kanilang mga customers. Next po. The mission statement. An organization. Wait lang po, sir.
Alright, sige. Sige, elaborate natin yung discuss ni Ms. Rondolo. O, diba, sabi, it says that if you don't know what you want to do, how can you decide how to do it? So that is the essence of the vision and mission statement. So this will guide the organization. Where should we start and where are we going to? So that is the vision and mission statement. Okay? So si vision statement is mostly sabi the simpler the better. Pero yung mga organization gumagawa sila from the simpler to its complex vision and mission statement. Okay guys, marami lang din ako napansin sa mga answers ninyo ha. Okay? Ang vision po is singular S. Okay? And ang mission is double S. Kasi may mga nagkakamali pa dyan ha. Alright? So, as a what do you call this? Activity for this chapter, I will assign you to look for an example of a vision and mission statement. I will post it on our Google Classroom so that you will be notified and you will pass your examples or your work through Google Classroom. Naiintindihan po ba? Malinaw po?
Yes po.
Alright.
Yes po.
Sige. So, I will give the instructions now. So first, you have to look for the vision and mission statement of a company. Okay? If meron na kayo nakita, okay, kindly chat it or say it to your classmates so that wala nang makakaagaw nun. Okay? So, kailangan hindi kayo magkakaparehas. No, same student has the same company. Okay? So, for example, si Miss Sipat, nauna na kay Jollibee. Okay? So, pag sinabi ni Miss Sipat, Jollibee Food Corporation, i-chat nyo yun sa GC natin. Okay? And so, wala nang ibang pwedeng kumuha nun. Okay? Maliwanag po. And next is that second instruction is that considering that you have your own business, whatever business is that, kung restaurant man yan, hotel man yan, pure service man yan, okay, travel agency man yan, you have to create your own vision and mission statement for your own company. Okay? Maliwanag po. So, dalawa po ang makikita kong vision and mission statement. One is that yung i-research nyo. Okay? Maghanap kayo. Siguro naman, ilan lang kayo na nandito, 34. And I think ang estudyante ko sa second year are nasa 45 plus lang. Okay? Among the hundreds of thousands of companies around the world, okay, wala na siguro naman magkakapareha sa inyo at wala na mag-aaway sa isang company. Okay? So once na i-chat nyo na siya sa GC natin that this is my company I'm going to take, for example, si Miss Sipat is si Jollibee Food Corporation. Okay? So search for the vision and mission statement of Jollibee Food Corporation, and then my next instruction is that you have to create your own vision and mission statement. Okay? Maliwanag po. Question?
Opo, sir. Wala na.
Alright. Sige. Okay na ba si Miss Rondola? Pwede na mag-resume?
Yes po.
Okay.
The mission statement, an organization's mission statement articulates the organization purpose, the reason for which it was founded, and for which it continues to exist. The mission statement defines the path to the vision. Next po. The vision given the strategic premises and the organization core competencies. The mission statement is a guide to defining the how, what, who, and where for the organization overall service. Next po. Product, service environment, and service delivery system. This definition form the basis of action plans and lead to the other step and decision that put resources in place to fulfill those plans. So yung sa mission statement daw po, it defines the purpose for which it was created and continues to exist. So yung mission statement daw ang gumagabay sa design of the service product, environment, and delivery system. It outlines the how, what, who, and where for the organization overall service strategy. Next po. So, the Ritz-Carlton Credo, ito daw po yung example ng credo nila. Next po. The Olive Garden restaurants, another Darden organization, have a 7-point vision and also a simple 5-point statement that provides guidance for employees. So ito daw po yung simple 5 statements. First is hot food hot, 2 cold food cold. Yung dalawang po ito is kailangan daw po na panatilihin ang pagkain sa nararapat nitong temperatura because it can cause contamination and bacteria may grow rapidly and it can harm your customers. Number 3. Next po. Know your product. So, dapat alam natin kung ano mismo yung product na binebenta natin and kung ano yung advantages na makukuha ng mga customers doon sa product na yun. Number 4, clean restrooms. So, kailangan naman po sa lahat ng hospitality establishment is kailangan malinis yung mga restrooms natin para na rin sa sake ng ating mga customers. And number 5, money in our bank. It means that yung cash po is maintained in a financial institution. These points provide focus and clear guides to employees' decision. Next po. Developing the service strategy. Next po. Once the external and internal assessments factors have been examined in light of the corporate vision and mission, the hospitality organization is ready to define its service strategy. This strategy is critical to any service organization's success because it provides guidance. Next po. How to make every organizational decision from capital budgeting to handling a customer complaint. Defining and creating the service strategy are as much art as science and should involve the voice, ideas, and enthusiasm of its many stakeholders. So, yung strategy daw po is crucial to the success of any service business because it outlines how to make every decision from capital planning to customer service. Next po. The organization must now define its market key drivers, craft its service product to meet the market's need, create the appropriate service environment, and design the service system to reach the target market. So, yung organization daw po ay dapat alam na nila yung kanilang key drivers and craft its service product para ma-meet nila yung market's need and makapagawa or makapagbigay ng magandang service environment and design the service system to reach the target market. Next po. Asking customers what they want. Usually, the best way to know what your customers want or expect is to ask them. The organization should not only look inside to evaluate its core competencies, but must also ask its customer to determine the key drivers of customer satisfaction. Para malaman mo daw po yung kung ano yung gusto or ina-expect ng customers ay kailangan tanungin mo daw sila mismo yung tatanungin mo. Hindi lang dapat sa loob ng organization nag-i-evaluate but we must also have to seek an answer outside the organization. At kapag alam nyo na yung mga gusto ng customers ay mas madali na lang maibibigay yung magandang service na may offer natin. Next po. Customers can tell the organization what they really value, and these values should drive the decision process on resource allocations. Next po. The customers will tell the organization if its core competencies are important to providing customers value and satisfaction. An excellent hospitality organization measure these key drivers carefully and frequently. So yung customers daw po is sila yung makakapagsabi ng kung yung core competencies ng isang company is may value and nakakapag-satisfy ng needs ng customers. Next po. the excellent service strategy. Berries four components of excellent service. Service expert Len Berry suggests that excellent service strategy has four characteristics. Next po.
Okay,
First, the excellent
before we going
strategy emphasizes quality.
okay, before
We,
we go to the excellent service strategy. Wait one moment. Okay. Okay, so let's elaborate why should we ask our customers what they want. Gaano ba ka-importante? For example, as the future business owner, if some of you wants to be such one or be as business owner, sa tingin nyo, why is that asking customers what they want is very important? Sige, unahin natin dun sa mga reporters. Si Miss Bago muna. Miss Bago?
Sir,
Yes. So, how important is asking customers what they want for a business?
sir kasi po, syempre importante po kasi po sila din po yung sa kanila din po nanggagaling po yung mga nare-receive po natin na mga money po yung income po kasi kapag lumago po yung business, syempre lalo yung livelihood po natin ay maaaring tumaas po, ganun po.
Okay. Mr. Canyezo. Mr. Canyezo. How about you?
Sir, ano nga po ulit yung tanong niyo, sir?
How important is the how important asking your customers what they want in your business?
Okay. Siyempre, sir, importante na tinatanong natin yung customer natin kasi sa mga customer din naman natin ibebenta yung mga nasa atin kasi sila rin naman yung gagamit, sila yung bibili, sila yung gagamit. Saka sabi nga nila, customer is always right. So, yan po, sir.
Okay. Okay. Miss Sipat, how about you?
Para po sa akin, yung customer po, syempre sila yung customer. So sila yung may need kung sila yung yun nga yung sila yung gagamit nung natin product natin, sila yung bibili. So para hindi malugi yung business natin. Ganun, sir.
Okay. How about some other students who wants to answer?
Try, sir.
Okay, sige. You want to try, Miss Jerusalem?
Yes po, sir. Ano po, to improve po yung business nila.
To improve our business, to
Opo.
improve
Kasi kung
our
ano po
product
yung,
and services.
kung ano po yung, syempre, i-survey po nila kung excellent ba yung service nila. Kung hindi po, i-improve pa nila para mas tatangkilikan pa po sila lalo.
Okay. Any other answer?
Sir, ako, sir.
Okay, Mr. Buhay.
Sir, sila yung nag-set ng standard kasi sila yung nakapag-try na ng iba't ibang establishment.
Okay. So they can give us feedback on what are their past experience with other restaurants or business na katulad ng binibigay natin. What else?
To meet the expectation of our customer about our business.
Okay, pwede din 'yon para malaman natin kung na-meet ba natin yung expectations ng ating mga customers. Anyone else? Sino pa? Wala na? Miss Sikat, how about you?
Sir, ayun po, kagaya lang po ng sinabi nila, it is important na malaman yung gusto ng customer para po makapag-provide ng good quality service and ma-meet po yung expectation tapos babalik-balikan po yung business nyo.
Yeah. So if we meet, if we ask our customers and we know that we met their expectations, so mostly mafo-forecast natin that sila babalik sila to try and to consume again our products or services. Okay, so that is why asking our customers, asking for their feedbacks, okay, and suggestions, their reactions to our products and services is very important because it helps our business to make it improve more, no? And malaman natin kung ano ba yung pwede pa natin gawin para sa business natin. Okay? All right. So, thank you for participation. And next, yes, Miss Rondolo, tama ba? Siya pa rin?
Opo.
Okay. So now, we're discussing the excellent service strategy na ginawa ni Len Berry. Go ahead, Miss Rondolo.
Sige po. Berries for components of excellent service. Next po. First, the excellent strategy emphasizes quality. Without a commitment to quality, nothing else matters. Any hospitality organization can write a mission statement, but those truly committed to excellence start by committing the organization to providing the customers with a guest experience of high quality. So, dito daw po sa first, the excellent strategy emphasizes quality. Kapag hindi daw po maganda yung service na kaya nating ibigay sa ating mga customers is wala rin po itong saysay. Actions are better than words that are written on a mission statement. Number 2 po.
Correct. That is correct. No? Kahit gaano kaganda yung vision and mission statement mo, okay, if the quality of your product or services is below average or below the acceptance of our customers, taliwala yan. Okay? Number 2.
Yes po. Second, an excellent service strategy emphasizes value. It commits the organization to providing customers with more benefits from the guest experience than their cost. Recall that value and cost cannot be defined solely in monetary terms. So, dito po sa pangalawa na ito is kailangan maramdaman ng customer na mas marami yung benefits na natatanggap nila kaysa sa mga nagagastos nila. Next po.
Ayan. So, again,
If time...
yan. Again, the second one is the value. Okay, sabi ni Miss Rondolo, ano yung last statement mo na the value and cost cannot be defined solely in monetary terms. Okay? Hindi lang yan basta sa pera. Okay? Yung value for money mo or yung value for money na sinasabi is gaano kasulit yung ginastos mo for that specific product and services. Okay? Mura nga yung binayad mo, pangit din naman yung service. O lalo na, mahal na yung binayad mo, pangit pa yung service na nakuha mo or yung product na nakuha. Okay? So it is the value for money na sinasabi. Okay? Third, please.
If time is money, organization can provide value by saving time for customer. Organization doing so feel a significant market niche. The many people who pay extra for personal shopper in retail stores believe they receive good value in time saved for the money. Next po. They spend on having someone shop for them Delivered pizza is even a better value. You save time and you pay no more than if you had gone to the restaurant. Organization must budget next po. Funds for measuring the perceived value of their services to customers. No matter what the service cost, customers must believe that they are getting significant value for their money. So yun daw po, dapat daw po na maramdaman ng mga customers na sulit yung kanilang yung mga nagagastos nila sa sa service na nabigay natin. Next po.
Ayan. So, doon sa sinabi we're still on the second, right? Yeah.
Apo.
Yun, yung value, not only the monetary terms, not solely in monetary terms, but also in time. Diba? Time is money, time is gold. Diba? Yan palagi nating naririnig, diba? So, yun, especially this time of pandemic, 'di ba? Mas yung customers, yung market in general, okay? Mas marami nang nagpapa-deliver sa food, sa Grab, sa Food Panda, ayan, sa pagpapalala move or courier, ayan. 'Di ba? Mas gusto pa nila na mas na a-appreciate nila na totoo yun kasi na-experience ko yan last week lang kasi sa aming mag-partner ako yung nagda-drive, so instead of preparing the car, driving out, going to the restaurant, going to the fast food, going to the drive-thru, no, sabi niya, ano na lang magpa food delivery na lang tayo. So, doon ko mas na-appreciate na sabi ko, ay, mas ano nga naman, mas, what do you call, I'm thinking of the term, mas efficient, time consuming, less time, less effort yung gagawin mo. You will just pay almost the same amount of money if you go out. Kasi syempre, kapag lumabas ka, either mamamasahe ka, okay, you will pay for your fare, or you will use your car and then gagastos ka or mababawasan pa yung gas mo. You'll just pay a little bit more, I think, instead of spending like what? 50 pesos or 40 pesos for your fare or 50 pesos for your gas, no? Magbabayad ka lang additional 65 pesos sa delivery, and then nasa iyo na yung food mo. So you save time. You save money. Okay? You save your energy. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi na excellence, components of excellent service. All right? Okay? Understood po? Malinaw? Okay, next, please.
Sa third characteristic of an excellent service strategy is that it focuses the entire organizational effort on service. This strategy commits the organization to hiring people who believe in service employee. Next po. Employee training programs emphasize the commitment to service. Resources are allocated to serving the customers. The performance and reward system carefully reinforce the entire workforce commitment. Next po. The service and all action plans support the service mission. The service strategy should ensure that everyone in the organization walks the service quality walk by constantly reflecting total commitment to service excellence. So, it means po na dapat na lahat ng sa organization is committed po sa service quality and nagre-reflect ito sa sa magandang customer service po. Next po. Finally, the service strategy should foster among employees a sense of genuine achievement. It should stretch and push every employee to grow and develop so that the employee group stretches and develop the entire organization to do the things no one thought were possible. So, kailangan daw po na i-push natin yung mga employees na ma-develop to do their job para yung inaakala nila na imposible ay magagawa pala nila. Next po. Taco Bell found a way to stretch its employees so that it could operate 90% of its company-owned restaurant without a full-time manager. According to Berry, these locations are team managed by their mostly younger person crews who order inventory, schedule work hours, and recruit and train among other functions. So yung Taco Bell daw po is nakahanap ng way para ma-stretch yung kanilang employees para ma-operate nila yung 90% of its company-owned restaurants. Next po.
Ayan, sige, i-wrap up lang natin yung the excellent service strategy. So yun, yung third is that kailangan daw po lahat or the entire organizational effort on service is intact or nakafocus tayo doon. Okay? Para alam niyo yun, you want to hire people that are committed to the service that the organization wants to achieve, no? Kahit ako as a part-time hiring manager of a company, no? Gusto ko yung magtatrabaho sa kumpanya namin is committed to its work, committed to the company's mission and vision, committed to the core values of the company. And so that if this person will fail to deliver the vision and mission, the core values, no? Ay parang may usapan na kami na 'di ba ang usapan natin is that we have to deliver this thing, no? And finally, ayan, so yung ginawa ni Taco Bell is that binigyan niya ng chance yung mga employees niya to be more effective, to operate the company or the restaurant without a full-time manager. Kahit wala sa kanilang nag-supervise ng full-time manager, no, kayang mag-operate nung kanyang restaurant. Okay, if a company or a organization achieve that kind of operations, no, it means their management is very effective. Na kahit walang manager na nag-oversee ng operation ng full-time manager it doesn't mean na na wala talagang manager at all. Okay, walang pwede kasi yung manager mo is he or she manages different restaurants in different places, no? Kaya mong iwan yung mga employees mo, no, yung mga full-time employees mo na i-operate yung isang restaurant nang walang nagsusupervise na full-time manager. Okay, so that is the 4 components of excellence ni Len Berries. Okay? Miss Rondolo, please continue.
Next po. Supporting strategies, service product, environment, and delivery system. Once the service strategy has been defined, it provides the basis for ensuring that the customer's key drivers are addressed by determining what organization service product should be, what the service environment in which the service product is provided or delivered should look and feel like, and how the service delivery system makes the service product available to the guest. Kapag nalaman na daw po kung ano yung right or nararapat na service strategy na gagamitin sa isang business ay makakatulong ito para mapanatag yung mga customers natin na mayroon tayong may offer na magandang service or may quality na service sa kanila. Next reporter na po.
Action plan. Once this point in the hospitality planning process is reached, action plans can be developed because the organization now has a clear idea of who it wants to serve, what it wants to serve, where the market for that service is, where the company wants to go, and how it intends to get there. So, kapag yung hospitality planning process, 'di ba, yung na natapos na hanggang marketing plan. So, yung action plan na yung mangyayari, yung mga action na yung gagawin, dito na yung mga pagkilos. So, the action plans along with appropriate measurement metrics represent the leadership's decision on how to best implement the service strategy in specific terms that will motivate and guide the rest of the organization's member towards accomplishing the overall service strategy and organizational mission. Yung mga appropriate measurement po, yung mga percent, yung mga capacity na kaya, 'di ba? Kapag pulido na po lahat, so dito din yung mga members, yung mga employees, syempre mamamotivate din na ganahan pa na gagawin nila yung best nila para sa business na yun. These plans lay out the specific of next yun. These plans lay out the specific of how the organization will operate, what everyone needs to do in the next time period, usually a year, and through the metrics, how valuable feedback will be elicited on progress in achieving the plan. Next. Key action plan areas. The bottom tier of Figure 2-1 indicates the 5 key areas in which action plans should be established: management, staffing, capacity utilization, finance, and marketing. Then once organization not only develop plans in each of these areas, but also everyone must know what getting there looks like. The measures ensure that the right actions are taken, the right goals are achieved, and the employees can see how well they're doing as they work toward achieving the goals of the action plans. Good plans are accompanied by good measures of achievement so that everyone knows how the plans are working. Ayan. Kapag yung plano talaga, kapag 'di ba yung mga strategy na ginawa, yung mga plano, kapag yun ay natapos na, nandoon na yung action, nandoon na yung mga paggawa, tapos doon na malalaman na lahat. Dapat alam na ng lahat yung mga kailangan nilang gawin sa isang business. Alam na nila yung mga part nila, alam na nila yung kung ilan yung capacity, kung saan yung lugar, kung ano yung product, kung ano yung quality nito. Alam na lahat. So, kapag yung good plans are accompanied by good measures of achievement so that everyone knows how the plans are working. Yan, lahat ng tao kailangan din na alam nila kung paano yung ginagawa dito sa product na to, kung paano yung service na gagawin nila. Dapat alam din nila lahat ng kung paano ginagawa yun. June, next slide. Next pa. Next. Yan. Types of capacity utilization action plans. The design date. A basic problem for many hospitality organizations is that demand is uncertain and capacity is fixed. An important concept in capacity planning for hospitality organization is the design date. Next. Whenever a new restaurant, hotel, theme park, cruise ship, or other service facility is created, management must determine how big to build it, how many people should the new physical facility be able to handle at one time. Yan. Kapag siyempre may gagawin kayo kung yung itatayo yung business, yung organization na itatayo nyo, 'di ba na yung capacity kung ilan yung kaya kung ilang tao ang kaya na sa loob nun, kung ilan yung kung gaano kalaki yung company na yon. So kailangan alam din natin. It should not be designed to accommodate demand on the busiest day of the year because for the other 364 days its capacity will exceed demand. On the other hand, if the facility is designed to meet demand on the slowest day, capacity will not be able to meet demand for the rest of the year. Next. Because for the other 364 days, its capacity will exceed demand. On the other hand, if the facility is designed to meet demand on the slowest day, capacity will not be able to meet demand for the rest of the year. The idea of a design day is to decide which day of the year to consider when determining the design capacity of an attraction or facility. So, kailangan pag-iisipan natin yung araw mismo na tayo kung kailan yung araw na yon na yung mga tao ay madadagdagan yung mga tao kung ilan yung kaya ng ating company. Yun yung kailangan nating pag-i-decide kung ano yung pinaka araw na maraming tao, araw na kailangan na handa dapat lahat dun sa araw na yon.
Okay. Usually, that idea, no, or most of the companies, hindi naman all throughout the year. Mostly in the hospitality industry. Okay? Sa hospitality industry, hindi every month ay hiring ang isang hospitality industry. Kasi most of the businesses in the hospitality industry are seasonal. Okay, so may mga time na hindi kailangan na masyadong maraming employees, no? Hindi masyadong maraming tao ang pumupunta sa isang business, sa isang business establishments. And so, hindi yan all throughout the year nag-hire sila. Okay? So sa tingin mo, Miss Bago, kailan mostly nag-hire or kailangan ng tao ang isang hospitality industry business? What time of the year?
Kapag po yung madami pong nagsesell. Celebrate yung
Celebrate ng ano?
Ano po, yung pinaka sineselebrate po na para sa akin po, ganun po. Like Christmas, ganun.
Ayan, like Christmas, mga holidays in particular.
Apo.
Okay? So, especially during Burr months, no? During Burr months, ayan, magsisimula na or maybe not August, but September. September, October, dyan magsisimula na silang mag-hire or mag-add ng additional in preparation of the upcoming holidays. Okay? Kasi pag hinire sila ng, for example, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Sakto yan, March. Or October, mostly. Yan, yun na yung pinaka-peak. Kasi October, November, December, January, February, March, up to April. Yan, sakto yan, 6 months. So, cover niya na yung anong mga holidays yon. October, wala. Sa November, it's All Souls Day. And then, may holiday pa ng 30th, which is the Bonifacio Day. O, yan. Pagdating ng December, ayan na. No? Marami nang well, I am pertaining to our experience, especially in Tagaytay, no? Kasi, during this time, malamig na sa Tagaytay, marami nang pupunta ng mga tourists, marami nang nagbabakasyon, no? So, cover niya na rin ang holidays ng Christmas, New Year, and then Three Kings, ano pa, pagdating ng February, ay Valentine's Day, pagdating ng March or April, ay what do you call that? Holy Week. Lenten season. Yan, the Holy Week season. No? So, from October to March or April, ang dami niya nang na-cover. So, during this time, dyan sila mas nagdadagdag ng tao. Kailangang magdagdag ng tao. Okay? Miss Bago, please. Thank you.
Next na po.
Yield management. Capacity management concept that has gained substantial favor in the airline, lodging, restaurant, spa, cruise line, and convention industries is yield management. Managing the sale of unit of capacity to maximize the profitability of the capacity. Next po. Also called revenue management, yield management involves selling the right capacity to the right customer at the most advantageous price to maximize both capacity use and revenue. So, yun, nagbebenta sila ng mga room to maximize ma-maximize nila yung every room nila and ma-maximize din nila yung kita nila. Next po. Action plan as an integrated whole. All actions plan need to be considered as a whole and individually. No marketing plan or capacity utilization plan, for example, should be set without also taking into account and financial budgeting plan. Next. Similarly, no managerial performance plan can be set without carefully planning for the necessary resources that will allow managers to reach their targeted goals. Just as it makes no sense to put a lot of resources into a marketing plan that will draw many customers without considering the capacity decisions. Next po. It also makes little sense to develop performance targets for managers without also considering what physical, financial, marketing, and human resources they will need to reach their targets. This process defines hospitality service planning. The plan lays out of necessary steps and identifies the mileposts. Next. Along the path that the organization must follow to fulfill its mission, to achieve its vision. If the organization foresees a wrong future misdiagnoses its core competencies, poorly defines its mission, or chooses the wrong service strategy, it will soon lose its competitive stature. So, dito is tinutukoy yung mga proseso ng mga pagpaplano ng mga serbisyo. So, kapag mali yung mission mo, then yung vision mo kailangan yung mission mo is tama to achieve the vision ng isang organization or isang business. So, yun po. Next answer. Next reporter po.
Okay, who is the next reporter? Hello? Nawala na kayo?
Of course. Sige, Jun.
Of course, unforeseen development may disrupted or overthought even the best laid plan. Good plan attempt to bring rationally and stability to the organization operation and effort, but organizations seldom operate in purely rational or stable situations. Indeed, the very plan that made a firm competitive under one set of circumstances may make it uncompetitive in it if manager get so we did to the plan that they ignore or don't see change in marketplace. Plans are designed to be flexible guides along the path between today and tomorrow, not the final word on everything. Effective hospitality organization is able in responding to the many uncertainties that can affect their operation and the service they provide.
So, dun po sa mga problems po na nararanasan po ng sa problems po na dumarating sa industry na yon. So, kailangan po yung organization po ay laging quick po sa pagre-respond na mga possible na solutions sa organization sa problema ng isang organization para po yung yung organization nila ay hindi maaapektuhan, hindi malulugi or hindi bababa. Sosolusyonan po agad.
Okay.
Involving employees in planning. In February 2007, JetBlue created a major customer service failure when it was forced to cancel 250 flights in the wake of a major ice storm that closed down New York City. The next day was even worse, as the disruptions of the storm were compounded when the airline was unable to fully recover in the days that allowed. JetBlue, which books 80% of its tickets online, did not have enough reservation agent on its toll-free line to handle all the rescheduling at Kennedy Airport. There was not enough trained staff to work on rebooking, and the unit in charge of location pilots and flight attendants and assigning them to their next flight was overwhelmed. In effect, the airline had to shut down and restart the entire airline. So, dito po, kailangan na sa pagpa-planning po, kailangan kasama din yung employees. Kailangan din po na ini-involve ng mga members po na kasama din yung employees sa pagpa-planning, yung mga pag-ha-hire po, kung ilan po yung iha-hire kasi katulad po nung ano po na walang sapat na walang sapat na agents. So, paano 'pag marami pong customers? Siyempre kailangan marami ding nag-a-assist sa mga customers. So, kailangan dapat sa organization ini-involve din yung employees, yung bilang ng employees, yung quality ng employees. Kaya po may mga training, kaya may sa hiring, 'di ba, kailangan may mga training din po, kailangan inaalagaan din yung mga employees. So, yun po, sir.
Okay. Very
Tapos
well
na
said.
po.
That's all. All right. So
Yes.
I posted also the hospitality. What do you call that? Hospitality planning process. Diba? That's everything we discussed from the vision statement. Actually, I also included it in your prelim exam, the hospitality planning process. Okay. The vision statement, mission statement, and then the environmental assessment, the strategic premises, and then on the other side, the internal assessment, the core competencies of the company, and then what service strategy should the company do in service product strategy, service setting strategy, and delivery system strategy. And just a while ago, we also discussed the action plans that we should do to perform, to measure our performance. So that includes also the management performance plan, employee hiring process or training retention plan, capacity utilization plan, financial and budgeting plan, and lastly is the marketing plan. Okay, so any other addition, clarification from the class? Wala, meron po ba? Alright, so as I can see, si Mr. Pasqua po ay wala at hindi nakapag-report. Just please inform him that this will greatly affect his grade because he did not participate. Or did he participate to your report, Miss Bago? Sino bang leader nyo? Kabingan?
Si Kabingan.
Si Kaping.
Nasaan si Miss?
Wala rin po.
Wala din siya ngayon.
Opo.
Okay, so siya yung leader, siya yung may pinakamababang grade maliban kay Pasco. Kasi kayong apat lang ang nakikita ko nandito. Okay, so for the next reporter next week, please prepare. And since I was able to fix my my software for my live, so yung group na lang po ang papasok sa Google Meet na gagawin po natin. And then all the everyone else will be on the live. Okay? So congratulations to group 1. Well done. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Maganda yung report ninyo. Okay, thank you so much. And guys, palambing na ako. Can you go to the live natin? And then pa-hit ng like ng ating live for today para masaya ang buhay natin kasi I just need it. Okay. Hit ng like and then I will be sending the attendance there. Okay, you can leave this meeting room now. Paiwan na lang po muna ng ng mga group mates, mga reporters.
Stop ko na po, sir.
Yes, please. Thank you. I will be sending the attendance, second part of your attendance. Oops, wait lang. A moment. Okay, so please dun sa last question, kahit lang po ng like, and I will be sending the link doon sa ating um, sa live, and then pa-comment lang po ng present and done if you are done with the attendance, because gagawin ko kayong administrator. Yeah. Wait lang. Ano man? Dito lang. Yan. So that moderator pala, not administrator. Moderator for our next live ng ating discussion. So, comment na lang po ng present, and if you are done with the attendance, please comment present and done. And don't forget to answer the last question, ha? Lagay na lang po what you have learned for today. Yan. So, nilalagay ko po yung mga nagko-comment as moderator po for the next presentation natin dito sa ating live. Okay. Thank you, Miss. Sino ba to? Miss Bago, thank you. Miss Gadia, Miss Sikan, De Vera, Rondolo, Aplacador, Miss Seo, thank you. Mr. Manalo, thank you. That's all? Is that all, my student? Miss Sipat, thank you. And I will be adding you as moderator para next time. Mr. Sanchez, thank you. Miss Clemente, thank you. All right, so do you have any question, guys? Meron po ba bang clarification, question? So next reporter po natin will be, sino ba yung, will be Buena Obra, Maliga, Mendoza, and Apdian. Nandito pa ba sila sa Google Meet natin?
Yes, sir.
Yan. So please prepare your PowerPoint presentation. Kindly send it to me. Okay? Ahead of time so that I can review it. Sino po ang leader ninyo? Si Miss Benaobra. Tama ba?
Opo.
Okay. So please, nandito pa ba si Miss Benaobra? Wala siya dito. Wala si Miss Benaobra. Wala siya dito sa Google Meet natin. Nandito po. Ay, hindi lang siya nagsasalita. Okay, so Miss Benaobra, kindly send your PowerPoint presentation sa pa-KPM na lang po sa akin. Okay? And di po nagana mic, sir. Ala, paano yun sa report mo? Paano ka makakapag-report kung hindi nagana ang mic mo? Iba po gagamitin, sir. Okay, sige. Please work on that and please make sure that your audio, I will not be requiring you to open your camera because we are streaming live sa FB, so sa FB, sa YouTube, so that Okay lang yan. But can I request din lang ngayon kasi I have to take a screenshot of my class for today. Pa-open lang po ng mic, titik lang ako ng screenshot so that I can send this as proof of my attendance din sa college. Please, guys, pa-open po ng camera. Magte-take lang ako ng screenshot. You can also take your screenshot too para din po meron kayong file. Pero I will not be requiring you to send it. Hindi nyo na kailangan i-send sa messenger ko. I have your attendance already in the Google Forms I sent on the live. Basta meron lang kayong basta para din kasi in the event na may maghahabol ng grade, sir, bakit ganito po yung grade ko, pumapasok naman po ako, so that you have your file na ito po yung screenshot ng aking attendance during this day. Okay, but of course you have the liberty to send it also in the messenger para din meron tayong parang track record ba. Okay? So, do you have any question po sa ating mga students? So, again, thank you so much for attending my class, and reporters, be ready for the next week's meeting. Okay? Again, reporters, for today, thank you so much. Have a good day ahead. Bye-bye. You can leave the meeting room now.
Thank you po.
Bye.
Thank you po,
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
TY.
Sir, hindi ako nakapag-attendance.
Hello?
Wala po kasi yung link.
Ulo
Hindi ko
ka,
nakita.
nasa live po.
Nasa live ba, sir?
Puntahan na lang doon, ha?
Apa, sige po.
Okay, thank you. Bye.